Hi, everybody. Um, okay, I gotta put some things out first before I even start. I didn't even think about doing a video today because for the past 2 days, I've been very upset with the storylines because um, I've talked about this before, I'm sure, but I can't stand it when I can see the writing on the wall and see exactly what's gonna happen. I don't like it. I like a little bit of mystery. But okay. So if okay, I have to find out what words I want to use because I have a lot of things in my head, but like I don't want to come across as angry, okay? So I'm trying my best to not be screaming at the camera every day. But I'm PO'd, okay? Just putting that out there. All right. So yesterday, let's start with yesterday. A little bit. So the last scene from yesterday was when Carter decided to look into a door that was ajar, right? And he didn't go in there like a man and ask what's going on. He just saw things and then made assumptions and then made up his mind entirely based on those assumptions. And number one, I hate that. Number two, why can't you be a man and just ask what's going on? Because I guarantee you, even though Liam wants to keep his prognosis a secret, he would tell you so that you would know what's going on with Hope and why Hope is acting the way she is. Because I think that Hope wants to be with Carter, but she feels a loyalty to Liam because they were married, had a kid, the whole thing, and he's at the end of his life, supposedly, unless they come up with some miracle cure. And the only reason I bring that up is because they did it for Eric before. Remember the Christmas miracle? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Um, but barring that, Liam is at the end of his life. So Hope feels a sense of loyalty and responsibility to be with him at the end of his life, like to help him out, to be there. Well, what Carter saw was he thought they were getting back together. They're not. As an audience, we know that, but the character doesn't know that. And there's no way for him to know that besides talking to Hope. Because at this point, I don't even think Brooke knows about Liam's prognosis. Now, the ironic thing here is that um, Brooke was on Hope's side as far as the relationship, and she was trying to talk Daphne out of trying to pursue Carter anymore because she said very straightforward. I think Carter is the man for Hope, and I think he should back away. Hold on, what did she say? I'll try to remember verbatim. She said, "I don't think they need any distractions," and that goes for people too, in their way as they try to do this. So trying to say, stay away from him, don't pursue him. But then what happens is Carter comes back after peeping in Hope's door and comes back like a sad puppy. And he says, well, that's the end of me and Hope. And Daphne says, what's wrong? And all this stuff. And then Daphne says, well, I'm not going to leave you alone because you can't be alone right now. And then, so she hasn't really made a move yet. But that woman makes a move whenever something moves. Like the slightest thing changes, and she's right there making a move. I mean, They weren't even broken up like 24 hours or whatever it was. And she's, are you okay? Um, I think we should be together. And they had just broken up at this point. Well, you saw the videos I made at that point. I said, what's wrong with this woman? I still think that. What's wrong with you? Okay, like, listen to her mother. Carter, okay, two things need to happen here. Carter should have acted like an adult and asked questions to get the answers and then wait for the answers. And then number two, Daphne needs to get a spine and stop doing it with other people's partners. Like, stop trying to get with other people. Do you have no dignity? No self-respect? You can find another. Why are you even still there? Why aren't you back in Paris or wherever you came from? You launched the line, so why are you still there? Okay, but it's to get Carter, but like, if somebody doesn't want you, then why are you still there? She's confusing for the female species. Interesting note here. We saw Rebecca Buddy yesterday and today, but I didn't see Torsten K. So, is he on a break, a vacation, or I don't know what's going on with that because I thought they were joined at the hip. I'm confused. So, color me confused about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all the storylines. So, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with the Liam storyline and how that affects Hope and how I want to see how much of a ripple effect it has on everybody, even people we haven't seen lately. I mean, obviously, it's going to affect Bill and Wyatt, although I don't know if they're going to show Wyatt, but it's going to affect Bill and, well, hold on. Trying to think of everybody. Brooke to some extent. Hope, obviously. The kids, obviously. Steffi and Finn to some point. So it's going to affect a small group of people for sure. And then also the people that he didn't know or kind of knew him. Oh, it probably will affect Deacon too. Because remember, for a little bit, Deacon wanted Hope to get back with Liam and not be with Carter because he thought Carter, rightfully so, but he thought that he broke her heart. So, yeah. So, okay, we're on to the next piece. All right, bye, everybody.